Hey, Mary Lowry.
Hi guys, how you doing?
How are you doing?
Great.
Well,
wonderful day here at Flying Cross Farm.
It is. This is the beginning of Flying Cross. As you come in, you see this extraordinary log cabin. Now, what's the origin of this place?
So this cabin was built in the mid-1830s.
Wow.
And this farm has been owned by 3 people, only 3 owners in its 100 and some year history. And this cabin, there were 5 generations of Nays that grew up here. They walked to Liberty School in the snow. They talked about travelers coming down here and staying with them in the cabin.
How cool.
In the 1800s, and this was a cattle farm back in the day.
Gosh, that is just so
Isn't
beautiful.
it fabulous?
It is fabulous. Hi, Julie Foley. Glad to see you. Julie Foley is a farm owner as well.
Hi, Julie.
You know Julie?
Neighbor. She's our neighbor across the street.
Oh my God, Julie! I had no idea I was so close. You should come over and play with us. So as we start the history of Flying Cross Farm, I think it's important to just note that you guys are doing some pretty extraordinary things here. And the reason that I came out today was because I met a guy named Bruce, who's wonderful, out at the dog swim. And he told me about the Bluegrass Land Conservancy.
Yes, so the Bluegrass Land Conservancy is 25 years old. It is based in Lexington. And 3 years ago, Bluegrass merged with the Limestone Land Trust, which we started here in Louisville.
Yeah.
So we're now a regional land trust. We have 134 conservation easements, and I'll tell you what they are, what a conservation easement is, in 17 different counties in Kentucky. So we're a regional-based land trust.
Amazing.
And about 3 years ago, Alan Northcutt put his farm here at Flying Cross into a conservation easement.
I used to work with his daughter at 41.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Hamilton.
Yep.
So that means that what Alan did was he gave up his development rights.
I see.
So when you own a piece of real estate, you own a bundle of sticks, so to speak. And one of those is the ability to develop that land.
Huh.
And what Alan did was say, I'm going to donate that. I'm never going to develop this farm. So when my grandchildren have grandchildren, they will have a place to play.
That's amazing.
And a land trust, the Bluegrass Land Trust, it is the purveyor of this easement.
I see.
So once a year we come out and make sure that everything is okay. We're not building things we shouldn't be building. And in perpetuity, the Bluegrass Land Trust will take care of this farm. And as I said, when my grandkids have grandkids, we will assure that they have a green space, place to play.
How many acres does this cover?
This is 97 acres.
Wow, that's just amazing. And as I stand up in this gator, because you all know I love gators, and just kind of cruise around, you can see the absolute beauty of this farm as you come in the driveway under the beautiful trees, and then you get back to the houses. And Mary has promised to take me on a big trip around the farm. So let's start our big trip around Flying Cross Farm and talk about all the wonderful things that we do here. And we're going to continue to talk. Hey, Cheryl Smith. Hey, Jarena Faulkner. Hey, Bev Wethington. Hey, Artie Ortega. Hey, Peg. Hey, Sherry. Glad to have you guys with us on today's Wagon Wednesday. And the reason why we came out to this beautiful farm is because I was promised horses. And there will be horses.
Absolutely.
And dogs, apparently.
Absolutely.
Now, the sign says that you've got some old blind dogs, but you said they've been kind of replaced by younger.
Yes, we also at this farm have a cemetery. It's a registered cemetery. Alan Northcutt will be buried there next to his dogs and his horses.
Can we go see it?
We absolutely
That's pretty
can.
cool.
Yes, we can.
Look at that.
And all of the old blind dogs
Look at that beautiful
are
pond.
buried there.
Oh.
Alan is the 3rd owner of this farm. He bought it in the late 1980s.
Wow.
The Andersons owned it from 1950 until 1986. I think Alan bought it. And he wanted to have a horse farm where people could come ride their horses, play loud music, bring their dogs. So
how many
here we
people?
have the horse barn. As you can tell, we're replacing.
You're replacing things, yeah.
So we can repaint that. The Amish came out.
How many people are working here at any given time, Mary?
There's a gentleman named Faustino Islas who runs the farm, I will say. He works for Alan, and he takes care of the farm. He's absolutely phenomenal.
That's cool.
A gentleman named Manuel takes care of the horses in the barn. And then I run horse shows.
And do the horse shows take place out here?
Absolutely.
I just saw a bunch
big horse show. We had 250 some entries.
Wow.
You look up on top of the hill, you'll see our new indoor arena.
Oh, wow.
That's
magnificent. Holy smoke.
Yeah.
All right, we'll slide out that way. I'm coming right behind you here because we have 2 microphones attached. Okay, so we're going to just leave our other stuff in the car, and I'm going to follow you. So you just take me
this
where
is
you
our
wanna
flying.
go. Hearing about people in the Northcutt family who rode horses, so
Yeah.
that's not surprising at all. Hi, baby.
It's
How are
breakfast
you?
time, and this is Junior.
What a glorious.
Junior is 25. He is Alan
Glorious.
Northcutt's fox hunting horse, retired fox hunting horse.
This guy right here?
Yeah.
He's
He wanted a place,
fantastic.
as I said, where everybody could come and play.
This guy
keep their
here, though,
horses.
talk to me about this horse, because
So he's a Frisian. His name is Simon.
he's magnificent.
He is owned
He's
by a woman
huge.
named Chris Wall.
Look at those feet.
He is 18 years old. She's had him since he was 2.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Now tell me about Frisians.
So Frisians, they're a warm blood breed. So warm bloods were named after the area that they came from. So a Hanoverian came from Hanover. German Dutch horse, a Dutch horse came from Holland. And warm bloods all were named from the region that they came from.
Wow, isn't that amazing? And when you talk about warm bloods, what part of, are we talking about all European?
Yes.
Okay.
They all came from Europe. So our American warm
Originally.
bloods are crosses between drafty horses and thoroughbreds.
Let's go on this side, just so we can see more horses.
Sure,
Because, you know,
absolutely.
seeing
Horses are
horses is like the
fun.
whole thing on Wagon Wednesday.
Yes.
Alan Jenkins, Christina Grimes, Jean Brown. Hey, Val Pfeiffer, Marie Rodriguez, Wendy Lovelace. Thank you so much. Let's just take a quick peek right here at who this beauty is.
Hi,
sweetheart.
That's Prada. So
Hi,
she was
Prada.
in the Girl
I just saw you
Scouts.
getting a bath. I know,
Yeah.
Frida. I love horses too.
And
Cheryl,
Charlie?
what a beauty.
Charlie.
Oh, wow.
He's
Number
a
9 in the country at beginner novice.
There we go, and he's a German riding pony.
Holy
right?
smoke, that's fantastic.
Charlie.
So, look at this baby.
Hachi Machi, he's a retired thoroughbred.
Oh
That
my.
is my dog. That's Hachi Maki. He's a retired thoroughbred, and that's his owner Anna, who's got a lesson in a minute.
Love it. And do you teach the lessons?
I do.
Tell me about lessons. How do you get horseback riding lessons?
How do I give them?
Yeah, I mean, how do we get them?
Oh, how do you get them?
Yeah.
You can bring your horse here if you don't have him here.
And carry it with us, because if I don't, then we'll get a low connection, and I don't want people to miss anything, which is really the most important part of this trip.
we
to
off?
Flying Cross Farm. Head out. Let's go. Flying Cross Farm, which is in Goshen, took me about 25 minutes to get here from downtown Crescent Hill, and it's a beautiful straight shot out 42. And my gosh, what a drive, especially on a day like this, to be able to drive past the horse farms and see Hermitage and, you know, all the places that people know and love, and then the lesser known farms to the public. I mean, this is a working farm. This is not
This is a working farm.
a place where you come out and pay money or just come out and visit. You have to know the people like I do.
That's right. It's a private farm, and we have about 5 to 10 mini trials and horse trial days a year.
Wow.
We have lots of clinics out here. We have an extensive cross-country course that we'll see in a minute. So people come and practice or school on
Cool.
the cross-country course.
Cool.
We have about 1,000 people a year that come in school. Probably another 1,000 that come and play at our horse shows.
God, that's just
2,000 people a year.
amazing.
Yeah.
I want to come out here and actually see a horse show. When is the next?
Right. Yeah, if you look to your right, you'll see jumps.
Look at that. Wow.
Just last weekend had a big USCA recognized horse trials, and we had 253 entries
Wow.
from 17 different states.
That's
Flew in
amazing.
judges from all over the country. Make sure we follow all the rules.
Look at these ducks sitting in their
decoys.
algae-ridden pond.
Those are decoys, and we have the occasional real duck that comes in. We have
How
5
funny.
ponds on the property.
So the reason that I came out here in the first place was because, as I said, I met somebody who was talking to me about the fact that you have this conservancy, but you know, there's so much more to talk about with Flying Cross, and I think that's one of the coolest things is because it's a working farm, because there are all these horses, because they have people coming for riding lessons. You normally wouldn't get a chance to come out here and just kind of tour around and see what it looks like, but my gosh, there's so many different applications. There are so many different components to this. You said 90 acres?
97 acres.
97 acres of beautiful land in Goshen, Kentucky, and just the sheer space is what I think people love and admire so much, because you know when you live in downtown and you're breathing down people's necks, to be able to come out and stay at a place and visit a place where there's not another human being in sight for many, many, many moons.
And I'd say drive down 42 will lower your blood pressure.
It did. I got calmer as I got here.
Yes,
I usually operate at a pretty high level of speed.
And Flying Cross Farm, look at the indoor arena from here. It's
nice.
Oh, Flying Cross Farm got its name because Alan Northcutt was a fighter pilot in the Vietnam War.
Yes.
And he went on a mission, and they gave him the Flying Cross Medal for that mission. So he named his farm Flying Cross Farm. And the really cool thing about that is at their 50-year reunion, he actually met the guys that he saved.
Oh,
and he met their kids and their grandkids. So it was very special.
Isn't that amazing? That is so cool. Kim Jarbo, thanks for tuning in. Hi, Martha Bloom, Joan Heck, Kim Kelly, Greg Smith. Yeah, I mean, seriously, guys, this is truly one of the most beautiful visits I've had.
So this, on the other side of the fence, this is going to be the Flying Cross Horse Park, which is a 501c3. Also, it will be in conserved land.
Okay, stop for just a minute. Stop right here.
Yep.
Now, let's turn off the gator
Yeah.
and talk to me about the Flying Cross Horse Farm.
So, Flying Cross Horse Park is we created a 501c3 back in the spring. We signed a 100-year lease for this 40 acres June 1st of 2019. And this is a nonprofit, so it will be a horse park. So we will have multi-denominational, all types of horses,
Lovely.
polo, saddlebreds, hunters, jumpers. And because it's contiguous to Flying Cross Farm, we obviously have, each farm can complement the other. Flying Cross Farm is a private farm. This is a 501c3 and will be public space.
Oh, wow. So it'll kind of be like the Kentucky Horse Park.
Yep, much smaller.
A little bit smaller,
and owned by or leased by a 501c3, a nonprofit.
Right.
We named the nonprofit Flying Cross Horse Park in honor of Alan Northcutt and everything he has done for our eventing community.
And for
our
our
horse
nation.
community in general. Yeah, hell yes, and our nation.
Absolutely.
So this will have public access as well. We have a wonderful office. We'll have an exhibit about Kentucky horse farms, Kentucky thoroughbred farms in there. We're going to talk about green space and conservation easements, because that's a word that not everybody knows what that is.
Yeah, explain the easement thing to us again, because I know that people need to know that.
So an easement is if I own a piece of property, we'll take this piece, 100 acres, say, give or take, that Alan owns. Alan can choose to donate his development rights and get a tax break for that. And once he does that, that means that this farm will never be developed. It will always look exactly like it looks right now. There are no more new buildings that can be built. And when you put land in a conservation easement, there has to be a land trust that holds that. So the Bluegrass Conservancy, the Bluegrass Land Conservancy in Lexington holds this easement, which means that once a year they come back and check and make sure that we've not built anything we shouldn't. And we're staying within the confines of the easement that was created.
So
to build this in perpetuity. This is forever and ever and ever.
So to build this horse park,
so we're next door at the horse park.
You'll do the stuff that you need to do, and once it's finished being, completely built, it will just remain the way it's originally designed for the most part too, right?
So the horse park, again, we have a 100-year lease on the land, and the horse park, we're going to build out the barns, build an indoor arena, outdoor arenas. Of course, Oldham County, Hermitage is going to have a restaurant soon. So
nice.
Wouldn't it be cool that you could go down, have dinner at Hermitage Farm, and then come and watch polo at the horse park?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So again, it's going to be
public. Think we can get the princes over here to play polo?
Yeah.
Harry and Will.
We'll try. We'd love that.
I know. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, let's keep touring. This is fun. Let me say hi to the folks who've been tuning in. James Green is watching. Bill Milby is here with us. Hey, Pam Leet, former Republican person who ran for mayor. One of my Republican friends, Mary.
Yay!
I have a few of those. I'm just teasing. We all need each other.
So we're driving down to the water jump now. So this is one of the jumps that we use at the horse trials. And event horses have to be very versatile. They jump ditches, they go up banks, they go down drops, they jump through water. So if you'll see those round jumps, we call those the thongs before the water. So they jump over those jumps.
Amazing.
And then they go through the water.
Wow.
Which we're going to do as well.
What is the bottom of that water?
That is gravel.
It's all gravel.
Yep. So it's gravel. Good? You good?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm going to put my feet up so I don't get wet. Here we go.
We keep going here.
We're going to keep going just like a horse. Woo! Woo-hoo! My Lord! What a trip!
Yep, that get much better. So these are banks that horses jump up.
Dear God, that's amazing. That is just, you just stop and think of the sheer athleticism of these animals.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh, look at these jumps.
Absolutely amazing. So these are called show jumps.
Yeah, run the course.
Most of them down. We've taken most of them down, and those are fences that on the third day of a 3-day event, horses jump, and these are ones that fall down. So it's to demonstrate their athleticism and the fact that they can run cross country and still be athletic enough to leave all these fences up, hopefully. And the cross country fences, let's run on the Saturday in a classic 3-day event. These cross country fences don't fall down, they're solid. And
they look pretty solid.
Yep, these horses gallop over them. We have 4 different levels that they can jump.
They look like little tiny horse barns.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Is this what Linda Blair does from The Exorcist? Is this the kind of eventing that she does?
Does she event? Is she a 3-day?
She did years ago. I don't know if she still does or if her head's
see?
been turning in circles for so many years that she can't do it anymore. But she was Regan in The Exorcist, remember?
Yeah, I remember her.
She used to drive her own horse trailer all over the country and do, I guess it was called dressage.
Dressage. So dressage is one component of 3-day eventing.
Right.
It's the first
I know
part.
she was at the Kentucky Horse Park a few times.
So Bruce Springsteen's daughter rides jumpers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh
She's
my
at the
God.
Kentucky Horse Park quite a bit.
Okay, so tell me the 3 components of the 3-day eventing again.
The 3 components are, the first is dressage.
Dressage.
And that is kind of like dancing in a small arena, a little box, sandbox we call it, where, again, at different levels, horses go through the movements, the tests that they've memorized. Everyone does the same thing at each level, and they are judged. And the object is to get as few penalty points as possible. And then the second part of a 3-day event is show jumping, which is what we're looking at now.
Yep, pretty cool.
And again, we want to leave all those fences up, not have any refusals or run-outs, and do it within the time. Those rails are round, and I'll show you, they will fall down.
Are we going to drive through them?
No, we're not going to go through these. But I'll show you how easy it is to knock one down.
They're just popped right down, so it doesn't hurt them.
And you just touch it.
Oh yeah,
it comes down.
Yeah,
so they have to be very athletic to leave them up.
Absolutely. Boy, I tell you what.
Yeah. And we have a girl named Whitney Davis who has worked very hard with the horse trials. Whitney Davis and Heidi Jones, and Whitney painted all these. Got them ready.
That must have been a heck of a lot of work because they're all painted beautifully.
Yes.
So when you have these events, is the public invited?
Absolutely.
And how much does it cost us to come to these things?
Free.
Really? That's even better.
Yes, and
free is great.
Competitors get a free T-shirt, and we also throw a big party on Saturday night with a band.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
When's the next one?
Love that. Our next horse trials is November 8th. I think.
It's my sister's birthday.
Next weekend,
All right.
Yeah,
November the 8th.
Our next big horse trials will be this time next year.
So once November 8th comes, will everything stop?
No, we still have schooling, so people still come out and school.
Awesome.
They absolutely will school until the weather gets bad enough that we can't do it anymore.
Cool.
Yeah,
and Byers is watching. David and Janet Hedrick from Golf Score Changer.
Excellent.
Melanie House Mansfield. Love all you guys. So glad that you're here today.
Hi, guys.
This is Mary Lowry, in case you haven't picked that up yet. And we are at Flying Cross Farm, which is just one of the coolest and most beautiful places.
Here's our mascot, Waldo, over there. So Waldo, as you can well imagine, horses don't really know what that is. And when they ride down the driveway, it kind of freaks them out.
I can imagine.
It doesn't look like a horse and it's not moving. I wonder
Do you
what
have
it is.
coyotes out here?
We do.
How do your coyotes do with the rest of the animals on the farm?
Horses are much bigger and scarier than coyotes.
Yeah, that's for
They
sure.
don't bother. They don't bother the horses. And they stay in the back. They don't usually come out. They're around here. They're very shy.
And what other animals are on neighboring farms, or is this all horses?
Primarily horses. We have some cattle. We have miniature donkeys, miniature horses.
Do any of the horses here have companion animals?
Nobody here does, but next door at the horse park, there's a horse named Jacardi.
Yeah.
He lives over there, so you can pet and feel a real horse. And he has a little friend named Shorty. Shorty is a miniature horse. Shorty is a trip. He stands in front of his fan and his hair blows like this.
Oh my God, that is so funny. So here we are at the barn where we've got, did you say an Amish crew had come in?
An Amish crew had come in.
That's even cooler. Well, I want to go back inside.
The Amish crew started redoing our siding in preparation for painting.
Sweet. I want to go back inside because I want to show some more horse stuff.
Sure.
And I also want us to have the chance to talk to these wonderful folks who are working with the horses because, how you doing?
Hi guys, we say hey.
And who is this puppy? Because he's just the friendliest little pup. Hi, honey. You're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. 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 He's like, I'm going to touch that if it's the last thing I do. Hey, Sue Knable. Hey, Linda Hayes. Glad to see you guys. Appreciate you joining us on this Wagon Wednesday. We are at Flying Cross Farm, and so much fun stuff goes on out here. I want to talk some more to our wonderful riding instructor. Lee Cochran is watching. Hey, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Hey, look.
Hey, Lee. What's up?
Tell us a little bit more about the riding lessons. That's so exciting for people who want to come out and learn how to ride.
Oh, well, I generally do people who have their own horses because we don't have lesson horses, and
there's
we don't.
somebody who's like ready to go.
She actually, her lesson is in 2.
One. I know, let's go up and take a look at this barn. I invite everybody to come out on November the 8th. Costs you nothing.
Absolutely.
Can you come out and
come
just
for
spend
the
a
weekend?
day? Oh, the whole weekend?
Yep. Check us out on our website, flyingcrossfarm.org.
So if people wanted to come out and stay for the weekend, where are the closest places to stay overnight?
In LaGrange, we have some partner hotels that take good care of us.
Very nice.
Then also off Westport Road, and we also have some great bed and breakfasts and pillow and paddocks in Oldham County.
That's cool.
Yep, through tourism. So this arena.
This is in Goshen.
This is in Goshen, Kentucky. We actually say a little town of Skylight.
I know, I saw the sign. That was pretty cool.
Yep,
you blink and you miss it. This is glorious.
So this is an indoor riding arena.
Is this also Amish built, Mary?
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
built by a company out of Wisconsin.
Oh my gosh.
And this is so that everybody can ride in the winter when the weather's bad, and also when it gets hot like this.
Oh, I can't
It's nice
wait.
to have shade. This is 90 feet wide and 160 feet long.
Dear heavens.
And this is Hardy plank on the outside, James Hardy board.
Yeah, that's what our... Oh my gosh, look at this.
And battens, so it has cedar, what we call kick rails on the sides.
Trusses, that's incredible. Oh,
Yep,
look
it's
at the
some
cedar.
fabulous engineering.
And boy, does it smell good in
Skills,
here too.
yeah.
That cedar smells fantastic.
So this will have fancy, fluffy footing.
Wow.
When
Hey, Linda
this is all
Gillick.
done.
Hey, John and Craig, how are you guys doing? Everybody here is enjoying Wagon Wednesday. And I love the fact that Mary Lowry was able to invite us out to Flying Cross Farm today, not only to talk about the Bluegrass Land Conservancy and how wonderful it's going to be to have these pristine acres preserved for
In
at least a
perpetuity.
century, right? And in
In
perpetuity.
perpetuity.
And then the horse park that's going to be going in here is going to be pretty cool as well. And what I really like is the fact that people can come out to events, and I think that unless we do stuff like this, you know, we're not going to know about it because you guys kind of operate under the radar.
Absolutely.
I love the fact that we can invite friends to come out.
We love it when we have non-horsey people come out to see what we do.
Exactly.
And we love giving tours and showing you what we do.
So November the 8th, what time should people be here?
It starts at 8 typically, but again, watch our website. It'll give you ride times, and you can see what time we start, what time we finish. And
What's
I'm always
the website?
happy to give flyingcrossfarm.org.
You have a Facebook page too, right?
Yes, we do.
Perfect. So does this construction go on day and night, and will you be finished by this winter?
We'll be finished by this winter, absolutely. So they're almost on the exterior, and the footing will come in. So I would imagine in 30 days or so it'll be finished.
Oh my gosh, I can't
And be
believe
christened. And Alan has been in Michigan all summer. He has not seen it yet. He's seen lots and lots of pictures, so we can't wait for him to see it. He gets back October 7th.
Well, you can share this video with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Share the live cast so we can just see
when
the
you
whole
bottle of
thing.
champagne.
Just in case you were wondering what's going on, Mr. Northcutt, here it all is.
That's right.
It's right in front of
That's
your
right.
eyes. Progress being made.
Yeah.
Well, Mary, you're such a sweetheart to take the time to spend some time
No
with us. And
worries.
I appreciate you and appreciate you sharing all of the beauty of Flying Cross Farm. And, you know, we'll be back. I want to come back for the event on the 8th and then for the schooling. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So schooling is an instructor can call me and bring a number of students. So we've had instructors bring one student. We've had instructors bring 30. And they can spend the day out here or a weekend, as they do, and school all our cross-country jumps.
Cool.
So it's kind of like practicing.
Sure.
So with horses, you want those horses to see everything they'll see at a competition. And here
Yeah.
at Flying Cross, we think we have every type of jump that they will find. So they can come here, school all the jumps, practice, and they can come as much as they'd like.
That's
As long as I know they're here. It's all
As long as
good.
you know they're here.
Yes.
Oh, this is so cool.
Yes, so we love to share.
Do you live out here in this part of town?
I live in the big town of Pee Wee Valley. So I am
That's the big city.
exactly 12 miles away.
Man. Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for taking some time with us today because honestly, I mean, there's nothing I love more than going out into the country, and the top or offer is getting to be around some absolutely extraordinary animals
1958.
like these beautiful horses. Tell me about it.
This is a 1958 case tractor.
Dang,
Isn't that nice?
look at that thing. Is that a manure spreader?
It is. Yeah.
That's older than 1958.
Yes, it is.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
that's
a
got to be
very important
75,
piece of
100 years
equipment.
old. I
Yeah.
love this. This is the coolest thing. So this is it, Flying Cross Farm. And look at that magnificent picture. Oh, I love it. That is so cool. I'd love to come out here in the morning and see what it looks
Oh,
like.
sunrises are beautiful. Moonrises are spectacular.
I bet.
Sunsets are gorgeous.
Garrett and Lee Chotner just tuned in. Thanks you guys so much for being a part of this wonderful day. And come out and see it November the 8th. Watch the website, flyingcrossfarm.org.
Farm.org.
And watch their Facebook page too. Stephen Fonte, hey, good to see you. And Mary Lowry, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much. Have a
We'll
great
see you
day.
again.
Happy Wagon Wednesday, you guys.